All right, welcome back. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing good. We are doing all right. Could be doing a little bit better. It's kind of hot. Went and did a little bit of cardio. Kind of like stretched a little bit. I got 2 more nights left. I've been doing these workouts that my workout buddy Brandon's been sending me. Bro, I'm just sore, bro. I haven't been this sore in a long time. On top of that, we had a unit train, so like the whole night in the freezing cold, we were just like just lifting heavy stuff, basically. So like my lower back's sore, my like butt is sore, my legs are sore, my chest is still sore. Everything's just sore. But that's good. That's good. We're eating good and we're sleeping good. I need to work on. I don't know if I'm gonna start taking medicine to help me sleep, but I'll get like 3 hours of sleep, and then I have to like stay up for like 2 hours and then get like 3 more hours of sleep. It's ridiculous. I was hurting this morning. Anyway, so this is what I wanted to talk about. And this is from my experience and just my thoughts and opinions. But, and I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, really. I really don't know the rules, but like offing yourself, getting rid of yourself, like not living anymore because of girls, like a female, that's what we're going to be talking about today. I don't know if I'm allowed to say the S word, you know, Sua, ride. But I'll give you my experience for myself and then other people that I know personally. And then I'll give you my thoughts and opinions. So, have I ever thought about offing myself over a female? Never. No. Not one time. Now, have I ever thought about like doing like harmful stuff to myself? I've got like an hour-long video of like me, like if you're in a bad headspace, like if you're depressed, I feel like for me it wasn't like I'm gonna hurt myself, but like I have like impulses to hurt others. You know what I mean? That's when this is like over 4 years ago. I was in a really bad headspace. I made a video. It's like an hour long. It should still be on my YouTube. I was just in a bad mental space. Like I just had just like these impulses to like swerve out in traffic or like do some effed up stuff. Anyway, I never acted on it. I feel like I have good self-control, but not once have I ever like thought about killing myself over a female. Now, have I acted out emotionally? Like I was hurt emotionally over a female? Yes. Oh yeah, it hurt. I was hurt. I cried, boo-hooed. I did like everything, right? You know what I mean? Like, I would show up to work and I couldn't work because I was just so sad and depressed, bro. Because like the thoughts, right, would play over my head. Because like I know she cheated. She told me, she kissed, they fought, like they smashed, like all with like 2 different guys, maybe even more. I don't know. Like it was all like crazy. It all came out at once, and then you know me back then, I didn't know any better. Had a panic attack. I was like, you know. Because it's always like when you get in that honeymoon stage, you overlook all the red flags, and then they'll tell you what you want to hear. You'll tell them what you want to hear, and la la la, and like you're just like, oh, we should run off and get married. The honeymoon stage is wild, bro. It is crazy. You build a lot of emotional attachment, right? After that, you're like, what the hell is going on? So yeah, man, I've been heartbroken before. That's when I knew. That's when like I asked the questions that I needed to ask, you know what I mean? But I've never, ever felt like I needed to like off myself because of a female, which is totally crazy. Have I thought about it before? Just because I was like sad in life, you know, I'm like, oh, life's not fair. Like I came like from a poor this and that, whatever. This car is acting like a fool, bro. I'm gonna have to get out and do something with this car. Yeah. Yo, we all in a hurry, bro. Chill. Right? We all have it bad growing up. You know what I mean? I think I was just going through something because I was like 23 and just kind of like had the veil over my... I was looking through the wrong lens, so to speak. And I was like, it's too late for me. Like, I'm never going to have that good life I've always dreamt of. Like, it was bad, bro. It just, you wake up one day, you're like, what am I doing? What are we doing? Anyway, I had a best friend that I grew up with since he was like first grade, right? I'm like 2-3 years, I think maybe 3 years older than him. And I don't know, I don't remember. I might have been like 5th grade. I might have been 5th grade if he was in 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. So I'd have been like 3 or 4 years older, right? He was a little bit younger than I was, but he also had a little brother that was the same age as my little brother, and we lived like a block away from each other, right? So we all were like little hoodlums, baby kids running around the neighborhood doing like, you know, hood rat stuff and just getting in trouble, cops getting called on us, breaking stuff, right? Just crazy stuff, right? We grew up just like that, like super close. At one point in high school, like I had like a really bad like situation with my family where everybody was like doing drugs and this and that. My parents went to prison. It got bad. We got shipped off to social services, you know, the government or whatever, like the state comes and gets you and puts you in these like foster homes and whatnot. It sucked. But during like part of that time, I went and lived with him. You know what I mean? Like him and I were like brothers, like this close. And he and I grew apart just because he moved, right? When we got older, he moved to Louisiana, and he was like he was a true blue collar, like truest blue collar guy, like ever. You know what I mean? Hard working, just built different. Like he was always smaller than me, but then like he just like that work, just like it worked, and he just got super massive, like so big in a good way, you know? He was over 6 foot, just filled out. It was awesome, right? He was doing well. He was getting paid really good money. We were phone calling every day. Him and his girl. He's like, hey, I'm like, yo, I'm super happy for you. I'm glad you found somebody. And they met, I think her senior year in high school. And he wrestled too. Like that was dope, because I was like, I wrestled, you know, and I got my little brothers to wrestle, and I got him to wrestle, and his little brother to wrestle. Anyway, I forgot about that. That's dope. Anyway, so like her senior year, I think he was like a year older. It was her senior year, they got together. So this is like 2 or 3 years later. They're living together. You know how that works out. Bad idea. I mean, unless you guys are like high school sweethearts and grew up like not promiscuous, and you guys really have each other's backs, and you guys are literally best friends. I don't know. It don't work for me. That's okay. It didn't work for him, because earlier this year he calls me, and you know, you don't ever know anybody's problems. You know what I mean? For the most part, you don't know everybody's problems, like behind closed doors. It gets wild. And he called me up one night, and I was with this girl, which like it bugs me to think about it, but it's not my fault, because I didn't do it to him. He did it to himself. But I should have just like held on to that phone longer. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna hold on to that. Anyway, he calls me, and he's telling me what happened. Hey, yo, my girl left. They split up. Okay, that's fine. That's normal. He told me this like prior. He's like, but she just got a hold of me. Like they just split after years, right? No, they don't have no kids, nothing. They're just living together, you know, just whatever. He calls me. He's like, yeah, bro, she just called me and told me that she's pregnant with this dude that she just met. Because they had literally just split up. And that's fast, bro. To get pregnant like that is fast, bro. That's not good. So I'm like trying to cool him down. He's like freaking out, crying over the phone. I'm trying to cool him down. He's like, look, bro, I'm gonna take a shower and kind of relax and chill. I'm like, that's a good idea, bro. Like, call me back. Like, we'll talk later. Just call me back after the shower, right? Well, I got occupied with this girl. I was at my dad's house. You know, my family's around. We go back to her place, and it just totally slips my mind. Like, I didn't like if he were to call, I would have picked up, obviously, but he didn't call, and I just totally you know what I mean? And that morning, his little brother called me and told me what happened. You know, he had passed, and it really tore me up there for a while. You know what I mean? My best friend, my closest, the closest I've ever been to a human being, besides like my actual like blood brother or foster brothers. You know, he felt like a true brother to me, and I lost him because he let his emotions dictate his actions because of a female. Because of a female's actions, his emotional response was, I have nothing left in this world that I hold true value to, so I'm going to off myself. I'm going to get rid of myself. I'm going to unalive myself. Because she is the only thing in this world that I truly value, and without it, I am nothing. I'm gone. What? I've been putting out like self-improvement content for a while, so when this happened, I really thought to myself, like, oh my God, like everything I've been doing means absolutely zero, nada, nothing, right? Because this is like one of the closest people I grew up with, and we kept in contact, right? So I'm like, oh my God, like I didn't do my job correctly, right? That's what my thinking was. Like, I'm trying to be out here and like save and help people and inspire people, and I can't even do that with my best friend. I can't even do that with my little brother. Like, he ignores everything like I say, right? He does the opposite. And so I felt like lost for a minute. Like, I quit putting content out, like I quit working out, like I quit training. I was like really just like, oh my God, like is this not my purpose? Is this not what I'm like? I really thought like this was my purpose, right? To like help and inspire. Like, I really thought that was my purpose. Because up to that point, I was helping other people. I was inspiring other people. Like, when I put out Big Body Lobby, like, I get DMs, like, I want to be a part of the Big Body Lobby, like, here are my macros, here's what I'm eating, this is what I'm weighing. Like, I don't even know what the Big Body Lobby is yet. Like, I know what I want it to be, but it's like, there's something there and people can see it, and they're like, yo, I want to be a part of it. I'm like, yo, let's run it up. Let's figure this out together. So I really thought I lost my purpose there, right? So I had to like recollect myself. It took a couple of months to get past that, and now I'm feeling much better. And I see this. Oh, I'm driving hella fast right now to get to work, so my phone's kind of slipping. I see this more than not. This attitude, this I hold a female, the value of this female that I'm emotionally attached to is greater than anything in the world. And without it, I cannot live. I see this often. More often than not. Now, I am in group chats where I got like really strong guys that are like just on the grind, and they get it, they see the vision, they understand, like we're all like, we know what's going on, right? And then we get guys in chats that are just, they don't understand like what is going on, like at all. And it's like, they'll come in and they'll message us and be like, women are trash, treat them like trash. I have nothing to offer this world. Women don't want me. I would be better dead than alive. Literally, like, these are words from the young men, because they're so caught up in this idea and want and itch and fiend for a woman's validation, touch, love, like sex and feeling compassion from a woman, homie, brother, we all love one another. Listen, that's what we're created for, is to love one another. Man loves woman. These days it's a little different, which is cool, right? But but like when it comes down to like reproducing, a straight man's biology is to reproduce with a woman. I get it, bro. I get it. Everybody gets it, right? Some guys get it more than others. Some guys are like cavemen. Without it, I don't deserve to live. Wild thinking, right? Oh my God, these dogs are gonna chase my car. Yo, last time I almost hit that dog, bro. It was bad. Anyway, I'm almost at work. I'm on the side road, and these dogs, because it's like the back country, these dogs are just like big chilling and they'll like chase vehicles and stuff. It's kind of funny. Anyway, back to what I was saying. They're like cavemen, bro. But these group chats that I'm in, like, we know what we look like. We do video chats and everything like that, and we talk about like our issues and our problems. And it's like most of the time, it's always almost over females. And I go and I look at these guys. I'm like, we're young, handsome men. Like most of us work out, right? There's some older dudes up in there, and you'll get some guys that are like out of shape. But for the most part, it's a bunch of like young, handsome men who are on their purpose, on their grind, who just are looking for a group to like keep them accountable, because locally where they're from, it's hard to build that circle because everyone's just not in that mindset, right? And I'm like, everyone's doing good. I love it. And then you get these guys that are like, oh, caveman, without woman, I must die. And I go and I click these guys' profile, and everyone's giving them advice and like, yo, like, like from experience, this and that. And like, I'm like, yo, there's one or two things that are gonna change the outlook on your thinking, brother. Like, one, either you're really out of shape and you can't attract a woman, or two, you're in shape but you're broke as hell. Or three, you're out of shape and broke as hell, right? Either you're out of shape and you got money, which that shouldn't be a problem. If you got money, bro, it's 2022. You could pay for that, right? If you're in shape and broke, even better, bro. Like a lot of girls like that. You see what I'm saying? And I know you can be good looking and have money, and you could be not confident, right? I get that, but I mean, it's hard to see that these days. You know what I mean? But if you're broke and out of shape, my boy, you're not gonna make it. You're not going to survive out here. It is ruthless. Man, I'm always listening to this podcast and hearing the statistics of like how many men are just not getting any love from any women. And when I mean that, I mean like obviously sex, obviously. These guys there's like a lot. There's a majority of them not getting that. And you wonder why. If you're broke and out of shape, there's got to be a lot of you, because I'm hearing the statistics are high as hell. Crazy. You're not gonna make it, plain and simple. So I go on these guys' pages, and they're like telling me they're having trouble with girls, this and that. I go to their page. There's no social proof. There's hardly any photos. They are definitely out of shape. Like, you'll click on the photos, they got like this big, like old school, like what you're looking at right now, right? It's this camera angle where you can see like my double chin and everything. Now, if I were to prop up, you know what I mean? I don't like driving like this. I have a Mustang, I gotta sit low. But it's like cameras like this, and it's like looking up, it's like real up close. Like, my boy, you need to be working out religiously, bro. Hit the weights, do some cardio, try to eat as clean as possible, eat a little bit less. 6 to 9 months, a year later, bro, you're a total different person. Total different person. The more, like, you'll be motivated, and then you get disciplined, bro. Change your whole life, right? If you're out of shape, it's gonna be hard for you. Hard from you. You're gonna get the low-hanging fruit, if any. Bro, she could be a 3, and she still won't talk to you, bro. She could still be a 3 with like a kid or 2 and still won't talk to you because you're out of shape and you're broke. That's the reality. That's the truth. Honest to God, right? Unless you're funny. If you're funny, you got it. But majority, no. Right? And I mean, if you got money and you're out of shape, there's no reason that you should be out of shape. You can pay for trainers, food, all that. You know what I'm saying? So the reality of it, these guys that complain, they're out of shape and they're broke, right? My buddy definitely wasn't out of shape. He was like 6 foot, big body, and he made really good money, right? Hypergamy. She thought she found somebody of higher value, did what she did, and that was that, right? So I've got all these different examples, right? Real life examples from real experience. Here are my thoughts on it. Here are my thoughts and opinions on men and their emotional intelligence and their attachment to females. The attachment of value of females, right? For one, most guys will never have that emotional intelligence. That's why there are women beaters, right? That's why guys off themselves because of women. I mean, it's very apparent that most men don't have emotional intelligence because you just see a lot of effed up stuff going on in the world, right? They'll find somebody and just give them everything. I don't know you, but here's all my stuff, right? You'll sacrifice time, energy, money just to validate a female, right? Your emotional intelligence isn't there. It's bad. It's not good. Literally sucking the life out of you, and you will let it continue. You'll ignore red flags. I used to do that. I never put my hands on a girl, never ever, but I'm saying ignore red flags. Like, your emotional intelligence isn't there. What do we do about it? What do we do about this pandemic, this disease, right? I feel like maybe the environment that you're in, right? I don't think it's healthy that you go to work all day and then you go home and it's just you and your girl and you guys do nothing else. You just sit inside and watch TV all day, all night, whatever, and then you guys go to work and then come back, right? I don't think that's healthy at all. I don't think it's healthy that you just meet someone right away and you guys move in, and then I don't know. I never had it where it was just we meet, we move in, everything's perfect, right? I've never had that. That's why I'm single, right? I don't know. What do we do? How do we build emotional intelligence as men? Here's what I've noticed. My buddy, he worked hard. Yes, he worked hard. Yes. But he didn't go to the gym, right? He could have been better. He could have been better. When you go to the gym, you build your body. You look good, you feel good. Your mentality shifts. It's healthy for you, right? It's healthy for your brain. It's healthy for your body. He didn't do that, right? Yes, he worked hard, but he wasn't a regular gym goer at all. The guys that are in our group chat that we go to their pages and we look at them and we go, you're out of shape and you're broke. Go get a job so you can pay for a gym membership and start there, right? These guys, what I've noticed are these guys are just out of shape. Or they don't exercise regularly, which is good for your body and your mind, right? It's healthy. It's not healthy when all you do is you go to work and then you go home and it's just you and her, like, next to each other, right? There's got to be some separation there. There's got to be boundaries set. Like, that's another thing. Boundaries. I don't think a lot of guys are stepping up as head of the household. I feel like it's 50-50. And when you have it where it's 50-50, everybody's equal, right? Everybody's equal. So you say something like, hey, I need you to do this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, now you want to be a man and step up and you want to say things like that. Well, she's 50-50 with you. So she's gonna give you that same energy back, bro. And what are you gonna do? 10 out of 10 times, you ain't gonna do nothing. You're just gonna take it. You're gonna let her run things. That's just how it is, bro. Unless you're 100% head of household, your emotional intelligence, down here. If you aren't regularly hitting the gym, working on your mind and body, which I know, you're like, what does the gym have to do with this, bro? You wouldn't get it if you don't work out. If you do work out, you get it. If you don't, emotional intelligence down here, boom. Once you look through life through a different lens, through a different mindset, like you look and seek for these answers, everything changes. Then it's like, it's not even about this female. It's about a much greater vision of the purpose of your life is what you should be focused on, right? And then you start learning new things, and then you develop habits of learning different aspects of life, which would be emotional intelligence, female nature, how the modern world works. At first, it's gonna suck. You're gonna hate it. You're gonna be in this rage, this angry mindset, bro. But you keep learning. You keep on the other side of that. It's like you're in a match, or a boxing match, or a wrestling match, or a jiu-jitsu match, or an MMA match, a kickboxing match, Muay Thai. You're in the middle of this match, right? This is what they call it red pill rage, bro. You're midway, you're like right in it, you're in the heat of it, right? You got one of two options. Either you see it through and you get that dub, like you just see it through, you give it your all, you keep leading with it, you keep learning, you keep seeking answers, take everything with a grain of salt, apply it to your life, you keep doing the right things. You're gonna come out with the dub, come out with the knockout, right? With the pin, with the submission. Or option two, this is way too much. Like I'm upset, I'm mad. Like I don't ever want to deal with this ever again. You're gonna join. There's this thing called men going on their own way, or men going on their way, or on their own way, where they just cancel out women completely. You just give up, you fold. You give up on your purpose. You just do what the rest of the 99% of the population of the world does. Just follow the rules, follow in line. You know what I mean? Just like forget it that there's a bigger, higher purpose, and I'm out. Like it's too much for me, right? You just give up. Those are your two options. I know this is a long video. I doubt anybody's gonna go through this whole damn video, but what are we gonna do to fix this? You know what I mean? Figure out what your purpose is. Work out. Every day. Go. You don't even have to go hard every day. On your rest day, just go walk. Work out, right? Figure out what your purpose is. Work out. Understand female nature. Learn different aspects of the world. If you feel like you're depressed or you have anxiety, you're looking through the wrong lens. I'm gonna leave it on that note. If you have any sort of depression or anxiety, you are looking through the wrong lens, and this is a video telling you it's time to seek the answers. Who do you want to be? You want to leave behind a legacy. You want to be somebody. It's time you go and look for these answers. Good luck. See you on the other side, guys.